I love how okay, I really love Bluetooth in my car. Don't get me wrong, it's great. But sometimes it picks up my phone when I don't want it to pick up my phone. So, hello everybody. Welcome to Rants in My Pants Monday. I hope everybody is doing good. I don't really have much to talk about. I did a lot of work over the weekend. And I shared my videos and put out posts and put out pictures and all of that good stuff. So if you get a chance, check out my shorts, check out my community tab. I have a lot of stuff going on there. So, hello, my one person. Can you make thyself be known? Thank you for coming in. Please make sure you're giving me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Not a whole lot, like I said, going on. I didn't even think that I would possibly even get to carrots this year. Because by the time I thought about carrots and wanted to plant it, one, wasn't raining, or two, it was kind of warm outside. And I know carrots don't do really well when it's really hot. So I felt like I wasn't going to get a chance to even possibly grow anything like that. So we got them in the ground, and I'll have more shorts coming up of everything that I'm doing. So listening from my kitchen. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Yep. It is a really great Monday, actually. I woke up without any pain, and well, I wouldn't say any pain. I'm like, my back is still tight, and like I do have some pain, but it's not that bad. So, yeah, I felt good, and I went to work and got it done. So, thank you all for coming in and hanging out. I'm gonna try and put my phone right here. I don't know if that's gonna work, because if I can see it. There we go. Okay, so I did a lot of work in my garden. I know Joe is still trying to keep Grow Big TV going, even through his videos. So hopefully I can do that as well. I haven't been able to post over there in a while. So hopefully I can get that done. If you, 7 people in the house, please make sure you give me a thumbs up. That helps me. Oh, Marshmallow Man's in the house. Thank you so much for being here. What all did you guys get planted over the weekend, if anything? I know here in Ohio, it was like freaking raining and it was cooler. And I think right now it says it's 73. It probably isn't 73. It's probably a little less than that. So what did you guys get planted over the weekend, if anything at all? Okay, I'm having a problem in my garden. There's just a lot of work that needs to be done and a lot of things that I can't do physically. So we're going to try and get it done when my husband has some time off, hopefully in the next week or so. So we're going to try and get that done. Some of the beds are not looking so hot, and I know one bed is completely not good. And then thank you, Harper. And then I had an issue where something dug under my asparagus bed. And so I don't know if it was a groundhog or what, but there's like a bunch of dirt everywhere. So I really need to get in there and clean it up. I've been doing a lot of videos on my food forest. It's because I've been working extra hard in there with getting more stuff over there, and I'll be transplanting a lot of more stuff over there. I want to do some oregano over there, and I want to do lemon balm and thyme, because if you guys aren't aware, deer don't like thyme. And if you put a lot of thyme around things, around your flowers and stuff, then it kind of deters them a little bit. A rabbit ate what I planted, started over today. Tomorrow I've got onions, potatoes, greens, and brassicas to do. Nice. Hello, Kathleen. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate ya. Just make sure you are giving me the thumbs up. But yeah, so I'm just working on the food forest, trying to get that straightened up over there. And I still need to, I want to like rake out some of the, not rake out, but like make the leaves and stuff look a little more, not like piles of crap that I have going on over there. So yeah, and I've just been extremely impatient with the food forest. I know last year I didn't really do hardly anything in there because it really just kind of peed me off that I'm getting poison ivy and stuff in there. So I just took a step back for a while. So this year I am working on it hardcore. Hello, Victoria. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. If you guys can, I do have memberships and stuff. I posted my first membership video over the weekend. So I have that on there. I haven't done a membership video in a very long time. So if you get a chance and you are a member, it's only 99 cents a month. You can check out all the videos that I have on there, and a lot of gardening tips and tricks and stuff that I do every year and things that might save you money. So 99 cents a month, that's only $12 a year. You can be a member of White Family Farm. Oh, Lord. What else? Just been busy. So my husband planted lettuce. We got some lettuce started. I got flowers and stuff. I'm trying to determine whether or not I want to plant them yet. I don't know if we're going to get any more frost. We shouldn't, but I don't know. I want to start planting just seeds, like sunflower seeds. I have a ton of marigolds. I have a ton of that kind of stuff. So I might plant those today. Seeds take a minute to pop up. So by the time they pop up, the frost should be over. So I'm going to probably plant a lot of seed stuff. I don't know. Yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. Anything else going on? What have you been planting? Planting anything? Sorry. Oh, I didn't want that. Do the switch. Hit the wrong button. I'm trying to set this up to where I don't have to hold it, but I have a thingy, but it's too far away, and then I can't read the chat. There we go. So, what have you guys been up to? I think I went live. I didn't go live on Friday, did I? I went live on Thursday. I've just been super busy. Doing extra stuff, taking care of my son, all that good stuff. And celery, huh? That's cool. In the past, keeping the peppers and tomatoes alive till they go outside. Yeah, that's tough. What was I going to talk about? Celery. Okay, I've done lots of celery in the past, and I found what I like. Oh, the birds are so cute. There's two birds like going after each other. It's funny. The celery that I planted lots of different types of celery, and one year I was like, oh, pink celery. I've never planted that before. It's really super cool. I'm excited about it. Pink celery, yeah. So I planted, and it's so fragile and so ridiculous. I think that's the year I tried to plant cumin too, and I was just over it. The cumin, over it. So I planted the pink celery, and it didn't really do much, but I had a lot of success with just regular celery. So I bought a bunch. Then the following year, I bought a bunch of Chinese celery, and I was going to plant that, and I did. And actually, I do a lot better when I chit the seeds. So I chitted the seeds, I got them started, and then I used tweezers to put them into the cells, and then I got them started. And then once you get them started, if you blanch them, you basically have to put like a round, like a mound of dirt around the bottom. Once you do that and get that started, like I had beautiful celery. I don't know if it's just because the section that they're in, if it's like super shady there and it's like cooler. I don't know, but I know celery likes cooler weather, but I just had such success with that. And we stopped growing it because nobody wanted it. I had celery, I had huge things of celery, and nobody wanted it. So I tried to sell it. I tried to do everything. So what I did one year is, by the way, you definitely, if you have celery or anything like that, you definitely want to soak it. You want to soak it in vinegar, water, or something like that, because if you don't, you are going to have tons of bugs and spiders and all different kinds of stuff because they get down in the celery. So I soaked it really well and cleaned them up, and then I chopped it real fine, dehydrated it, and then I made celery salt. I made all different kinds of stuff, and all you had to do is kind of reconstitute it a little bit to get celery in your food or whatever. Yeah, celery is super good. One of my favorites. But yeah, so I had literally like 22 pounds of it one year. I had no way of getting rid of it. So I chopped it all up, and now it's in mason jars. I still have it in mason jars. So yeah, but I just felt really super successful growing that. There's been some things that people say, oh, it's so hard to grow, like stevia, for instance. Somebody told me, oh, I have a really hard time growing stevia. It's just horrible, and I never had any problem with it whatsoever. And I was excited because the seeds that I got them from Baker Creek, and the seeds that I got were pelletized. And they have like a clay over top of them, which really helps in the planting part of it, because sometimes you can't see the seeds at all. Sometimes, like I know one year I planted begonias and the seeds were just like a powder. It was nuts. They were so small. So when they come pelletized, I get a little excited, because then I feel like, oh yeah, this will be easy. If you see one of my videos, I will post it probably here in the next couple days, about my carrots. We use which we had trouble in the past. We use the square foot gardening tool, and we've used that before, but we had so many issues with it, and yeah, so this year we tried it again, and we're gonna try and see how the carrots are going to turn out. Yeah, I bought like 5,000 carrot seeds from Johnny Seeds. They are a hybrid, and they're pelletized, so we'll see how that is going to go. I've been staying out of nurseries because I want to buy flats of herbs, but no cash this week. Yeah. I don't, in the past, I might have bought herbs from a nursery, but all the herbs that I have gotten at this house and for this garden, I have started myself. The marshmallow, the lovage, the oregano that I have on the one side. The only thing that I had not bought from, a nursery was the spicy hot oregano, because I had never seen that before. I believe it's like a Mexican oregano. It's spicy. It smells like pizza. It's so delicious. It's probably one of the best smelling oreganos out there, and I'd never seen it anywhere. And so I bought a whole flat of that and planted it. I have to get herbs established at the food forest site. I'm going to throw seeds out, but want to get transplants too. Yes. In the past, I've done that. I've thrown seeds out, and I never get anything from that, because the squirrels, the chipmunks, the birds eat them before they can even germinate. And before, in the past, I had planted sunflower seeds, or sunflowers, down by the road, and used sunflower seeds instead of starting them. And I had issues with the squirrels. Like I would find sunflower seeds all through the yard with squirrels and everything digging them up. So my best bet was when I planted sunflowers is I would get them started. Now, typically you're not supposed to do that. Sunflowers really are fragile as far as that's concerned. But I would get them started and then I would plant them, and then I wouldn't have any issues with the squirrels and stuff eating them. And where I live, I don't have a bunny rabbit problem. I don't have a rabbit problem at all because we have tons of predators. I have bobcats and coyotes. And so we hardly ever, and foxes, I hardly ever see a rabbit in our yard. Maybe when I was little, we would see it, but I hardly ever see rabbits anymore. When I do see them, they're like more in a rural area in people's yards and stuff like that. So I usually don't have a rabbit problem. I have a squirrel and chipmunk and everything else kind of problem. Let's see. So many volunteer sunflowers this year. Yeah, the birds really mess with it. Yes, they totally. And before I left today, I was looking in the garden. I was sitting in my car looking in the garden, and I saw 2 blue jays in there. By the way, blue jays are a huge bird. I didn't realize how big they were, and I know they were in the garden looking for carrot seeds, looking for stuff that we had just planted. I know they were. That's why I'm always a big fan of planting in bulk. I usually plant like more than what I would possibly need, because then that way you get enough. Because a lot of times things can happen. That's why when I plant peas, I plant way more than what I'm supposed to. Excuse me, because things happen. Birds eat them. My chickens will come into the garden, and they destroyed my peas last year. So I just had so many freaking issues in the past. And so I would plant a pound of peas, and whatever would pop up, and then I would get enough for myself. And then the birds or whatever could eat too. So many oh, I already read that. Bird established. Okay. Yeah, blue jays are freaking huge, and I never really noticed how big they were before. And then I saw them sitting in my garden, and I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, blue jay is freaking fat and huge, and probably getting ready to lay eggs or something. Robins are huge too. I never realized, like, especially if a robin's like getting ready to hatch eggs or something. Holy crap, they're big. So yeah, I saw them in the garden. I'm going to go out there when I get home and take a look and see if any of it was dug up, which it probably was. So there's that. And we got the peas planted a while ago, and then my husband, we started some lettuce and stuff. I usually don't direct sow lettuce, and there's reasons for that. In the past, I've done really good at just getting them started and planting them then. But usually I will have birds that will come into the garden, and then they will eat like a ton of seeds and stuff that you throw out. Haven't started peas yet because of the mud, and I'm so mad about it. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know where you're at or what state you're in, but you might be a little late on the peas. I'm hoping by June, end of June, that I will have mine harvested. So I don't know. I think you were supposed to possibly, like if you're in 6B, you're supposed to get those started in April and get them in. I feel late. Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what garden zone you're in or anything. So you could be in 6B. Oh, 5A. Yeah, you might be okay. I don't know. But yeah, so they typically like cold weather. I know the one year I messed up and I bought peas, and it wasn't the same amount. It wasn't like the same kind or anything. And I bought a bunch of snow peas, and they only got yay big. But they were really sweet and they were really good, but I didn't have near as many as I thought I was going to have. I am burning up. Change the mode here so it's blowing on me. There we go. Hit the wrong button. Okay. Yeah, and I don't mind shelling peas. I know one year my son helped me with it, and I was so proud of him. Um, I don't mind shelling peas at all because I love them so much. But my problem is I also eat when I'm doing that. I go peas, and I eat them raw. I love eating peas raw, and I love them on a salad. I love peas. Just in general, they're so freaking good. Especially the fresh ones. There's like something that you've never had before. Typically, when you get the frozen ones and stuff, they don't taste like that. Yeah, I never grow enough. Yes, exactly. End up eating them. Exactly. And every time I go out there, ooh, there's a pod in that, and I pull it off and I eat it. So yeah, I usually have an issue with that. I know one year we did a pound, we froze them in gallon bags, and I did a pound in each bag, and I had a lot of peas. My one goal, I think, one year was to have enough peas to last me all winter, but I think it would have to literally plant every single bed full of peas. And I had so much pressure on them with birds eating them and everything else. It just wasn't happening. So, yeah, you need like a whole field. Yeah. Oh, I just saw a cute little butterfly. But yeah, so it's very frustrating. And that's the same with carrots. I keep thinking about it. I'm like, oh, this year I might plant enough carrots I can can some. And then I realize that I'm never going to have enough to just, I probably could can like maybe 2 jars. I don't have that much. I do freeze a lot. And that really helps. So I'll blanch and I'll freeze and put them in the freezer and have them for like a roast or something like that. I eat a lot of carrots too. Like usually by the time my cucumbers are ripe, my carrots are too. So I'll pull my carrots and cut up some cucumbers and have a heyday. Because that's my favorite thing to eat is cucumbers and carrots. So I'll usually do that as well. Yes, I love cucumbers. I planted so many cucumbers. I did a whole tray this year. I can't wait. And I got special hybrid ones. So I can't wait to get those out there. Hopefully we don't have any issues like we did last year. I planted so many cucumbers last year and I had so many of them. I still have jars of pickles, and I'm going to have to eat some of those because they're only good for like 6 months if you do refrigerator ones. They could last longer, but they get kind of soggy after 6 months, and then it's like, you don't really want to eat them anymore. So I'm excited for the cucumbers too. Right now, everything is in the greenhouse getting ready, and then we'll hopefully be able to plant everything in the ground. I have a cucumbers for the green stalk. The rest are going to the off-site garden. They're slicers and one for juicing. I don't juice anything anymore. And it's funny, as I used to do that all the time. I have a Jack LaLanne juicer, and then my aunt gave me a juicer. I have so many freaking juicers. What's funny though too is bread makers. I don't eat bread anymore. I haven't eaten bread in a very long time. This is so funny. But yeah, I have so many freaking bread makers and juicers. I don't need any of that. So I don't know. I keep holding on to them thinking, someday. I did make bread in my bread maker a couple times, and I'm like, man, I can't do this. I don't really eat bread, and so, and it's not really all that good for you. And I used to juice, oh my gosh, this is so funny. My husband and I thought it was great. We've seen the Mean Green video. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's a show. Hello, Vlad. Oh, Vlad Tepes. Dracula. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. By the way, I'm a huge Vlad the Impaler fan. So, yes. So one year I totally forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, we were watching the Mean Green thing, and it was such an inspiration. It really is. It is an inspiration to watch that guy. He's from Australia. He did nothing but the Mean Green stuff, and he lost a ton of weight, and he did wonderful at it. And all he did was drink kale. I think it was kale, a couple of lemons, 2 green apples, and a cucumber, I think. I cannot remember what it was. And he traveled around the United States, and he'd go to farmer stands, and then he'd make his juice in the back of his car, whatever. And he did wonderful. So it was kind of inspirational. My husband and I were like, yeah, let's do this. I did it for like 2 days, and I thought I was going to die. It was horrible, and it did not taste good. There was nothing about that tasted good. No. I'm sure I was getting tons of vitamins and stuff like that. And then later down the road, we found out that kale and stuff like that is just not good for you. It is to a certain extent, but if you have, my husband gets kidney stones, and there is a particular thing with kale that can give you kidney stones and stuff like that. So we're like, oh, we're not doing this anymore. So our juicers have been in storage, I think, ever since. So having a juicer, though, I do have one attached to my KitchenAid. If you have a KitchenAid, hello, anime Fanny. I couldn't tell that you were an anime fan. What's up? So sorry, that just distracted me a little bit. KitchenAid. I have a KitchenAid mixer, and if you don't have one and you love to garden and you love to save what you have, get a KitchenAid. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I don't know what that is. It really is the best thing that ever happened to me. I bought all the attachments for it. So I have a juicer, I have a sausage stuffer, I have cheese grater, strainer, all that stuff. And it really, really helps when you're making tomato juice and stuff like that. I don't know what Insta ID is. You mean my Instagram account is Corky the Garden Slayer. That's why I changed my name to that, so I could link them up together. So people could find me on Instagram as well. So it's Corky the Garden Slayer there too. Yep. So, yeah, the KitchenAid, if you get a chance, save your money for one, because it's really the best thing that has ever happened to me. I assume that you mean, where are you from? And I'm from the United States. I'm from Ohio. Yeah, it was probably, I got it one year for Christmas, and I use it a lot for different things. It's really easy to make butter in it. I do have a butter churn. I'd rather make butter in my KitchenAid. You just pour the cream in there, and it mixes it super fast. It's probably one of the best things to make butter in. It's really great. It's a great thing to have. So let's see. I hope you guys can still hear me and I'm not just rambling on because my phone started doing something funky. All right. Jasmine. I don't know anybody. I don't even know anybody named Jasmine. Sorry. Oh, I don't know. What else? I talked to Joe yesterday on the phone for a little bit. It was really nice to hear from him. He's just been super busy like I have, and we both talked about how busy we are. Oh, jasmine the flower. I don't grow jasmine. I don't think I am in the right garden zone for that either. I know like in India they grow jasmine and stuff like that. It's, but I don't think I've never even attempted to grow it because I don't think I can. I'm not in a tropical zone or anything like that, so I'm not sure. I've never tried it. Has anybody else tried to grow jasmine in the United States here? I bet you could in California or something like that, but I don't think here in Ohio. It's not. If I do, it would have to be in a pot or something that I take back and forth or take in and out of the house or whatever. So I don't really have a whole lot of rants today. I woke up this morning, I'm not in any pain. I still haven't got my test results. I know some people are asking me about that, and I got online the other day, 2 days ago, and I looked online and there was nothing on there. Usually I'll get a message, hey, you got something in your chart, but you can call me whatever. My name is Corky though. But I still haven't got my test results back. So as soon as I find that out, then everything will be hunky-dory. And I'm hoping that everything turns out okay. Praying. Sorry, I have a huge bus coming at me here. They usually don't come through here. Okay. Must be a field trip. I'm bad. Wound is dressed. Oh God, what happened? You hurt yourself? I have a green stock. I've had a green stock for quite some time. Before they became so popular, I went to a home and garden show and they had them there. My mom bought it, right? And my mom was so unsuccessful at growing anything in there. She put strawberries in it. That'd be a great thing to put strawberries in. And my uncle came down to mow the lawn, and where she lives is kind of swampy, especially in the back of her house. So he was getting ready to mow, and he slid right into it, knocked it over. My uncle's like 80, so it's kind of a funny story. Like, he's out there and he just slid right into it. My mom was getting rid of her swimming pool because no one used it anymore, and they were tearing it down. There was no water in it, but he totally wiped out the side of the swimming pool and dented it in as well. Okay, so anime, you are from India. He scraped his entire forearm on the Yankee fence. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry. This is the outside right now. And there's a school bus. Oh, you know what? The preschool probably went on a trip. That's what it looks like to me. Yep, preschool went on a trip. But yeah, so that's what it looks like outside right now. I'm in a parking lot. What else, guys? Thank you for supporting my channel and supporting. And when I have more content, I really want to share a lot. And I have to kind of pace myself and slow down a little bit because the algorithms. So I'm old, honey. I'm old. Trust me. You don't need to know my age. So I got a lot of content to keep putting out there. Hopefully I will get more members only stuff, and I will post it up on there too. So bean, I've never had. What's bean caviar? Pinwheel roll-ups. I'm making macaroni. I love macaroni salad. I love macaroni. I love pasta, but it does not love me. I haven't had any pasta. None. In months. Almost close to a year now. No pasta. Unless my husband takes me to like an Italian restaurant or something. Every once in a while on a Saturday, we'll break our diet and we'll go and get like some Italian or something. But for the most part, I don't eat any of that. No. I do miss pasta. It's like sweet vinegar, black-eyed peas, corn, peppers, onions that you dip and scoop in chips. Oh, that's really awesome. I really like that. It's kind of like when you go to Chipotle and you get their corn, they have like a corn salsa, and it's kind of like that. It's like corn salsa with like, they put red peppers in it. Not red peppers, yeah. Red peppers and red onions, and they put it in there, and I believe it's a vinegar or something like that. I'm really not sure, but I love corn salsa. And if you get those low carb tortillas, I imagine it wouldn't be that bad. I think corn has a lot of carbs though. Peas do too, but corn has more carbs than peas, and peas are really good for you. So I'm hogging down on some peas or something. So if I do have peas, it's just like, You haven't ever eaten there. Wow. I never eat the meat. I am such a weirdo. Thank you for saying I'm 23. I am not 23 though. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I think that scared a lot of people. Actually, the Chipotle I never go to. There's several in my area. I think there's 3 or 4 in this area. The one that's next to the university, that had actually killed people. I cannot remember. It was like back in the day. I think I was in high school when it killed a bunch of people. And at that point, I never ate Chipotle. And then I started working at a place, and the people always got Chipotle there. And I am really picky. I don't ever get the meat. The meat grosses me out sometimes. I know now that my husband likes it. They get like honey. They have honey chicken, and you can kind of get like a taco shredded beef. And then they have a sofritas, which is it's a vegetarian, I believe. So they have some options, but for the most part, I just get like rice and corn and some cheese, and that's pretty much it. Like, I don't really ever, if I ever eat there, that's all I get. I don't like the meat. I'm very picky. When I would get it, I would just like pick through it, and it would gross me out. So, but if you ever get a chance to go there and you like burritos and stuff like that, it's a different experience. By the way, I've never had a burrito there. I always get a bowl. The burritos are freaking humongous. I don't think I've ever had a burrito there. No. And at some point they had 3 tacos that you could get, and I would get those. Those are actually pretty good. But yeah, never gotten a burrito there. They're freaking huge. I mean, thick and big. And I'm like, no, I don't need all that. So I end up getting a bowl without a tortilla, and I eat that instead. But some people just load it up. I can't believe the stuff that people put in there, because you can get like fajita, like peppers stuff. You can put that in there. They have black beans. They have 2 different types of rice, brown and white. They have all these different kinds of meat, and corn salsa, hot salsa, regular salsa, cheese, lettuce, avocado. I mean, they have it all. So, and it's not that scary. I don't think it's that scary anymore. I don't know really what the problem was with all the recalls, but yeah, that was pretty wild. So yes, I can understand where that would scare somebody for sure. But my husband loves it. They also have this new thing out where you can get a salad, and I'm really weird about lettuce. Especially if you eat out somewhere, because I don't trust it. Especially in a restaurant, I don't feel like they wash it thoroughly. I know we went to a Mexican restaurant in this town that I live in, and we don't have it very many restaurants. I think we only have 2 in the town. One is just like your local little dive, and the other one they just like this year opened, and it's a Mexican restaurant, but it's horrible. It's probably the worst Mexican food. And my mom got a salad for some reason. I don't know who the hell gets just a salad at a Mexican restaurant, but she did, and she found a piece of glass in her lettuce. So I'm really particular about lettuce. I usually will, I mean, even if I like lettuce on my sandwich or whatever, I usually order it without, because I don't trust that they're washing it. And you know what, I should feel that way about onions as well, because I don't trust them washing the food, and onions are just the same way. Yes, she actually put it in her mouth and bit down on it. She thought she had lost a filling in her tooth, so she went to pull it out, and it was a piece of glass. Yes. Yeah. I didn't want to eat my food after that at all. Like, I was just like appalled. So I will never eat there. And some people, I don't know if they lose their taste buds when they get older. I don't know what it is. But some people will just eat anything. Anything. And there's always a ton of people in there. And I'm like, if only you knew. It's gross. My pants are full of rants, blown up and floating over the northeast right now. Hello, happy back. Thank you for coming in. Love you. I appreciate you. I'm glad your pants are full of rants. What's going on with you today? What's your rant? Because I didn't really have one. I didn't really have one. I thought I was going to have one, but nah. I had a really, really great day. Everything is going to plan. Everything is paid. All my bills are paid. Like, yeah. So everything's good. Everything is good. Thank you for joining, by the way. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just been crazy. Like, I've just been super busy with the garden. And even when it was raining yesterday, I was still out there trying to get stuff done. So I need my own channel for all the ranting I have. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. You know, sometimes you just need to vent. And you need to vent to people that want to listen. That, you know, I want to hear what you have to say. So, you know, why not? Not that I'm constantly bitching and complaining, because I'm not. But sometimes you just need to let it out, and that's okay. So, I can't wait. I'm going to plant more stuff in my food forest. By the way, I have some more videos out. I'm really super excited that my hardy kiwi has some blooms and stuff on it. We've been waiting for like 7 years for this hardy kiwi. I don't know. I hate to mention anything I'm doing. That's my rant for the day. There we go. There we go. I have a rant. Anytime that I mention anything that I'm doing, or mention something, mention something in a chat, mention something just in general, there are 2 people that are up my ass, and they do the exact same thing that I am doing. It's really, really annoying. I need to get a rain slicker or something. I'm dedicated. So I've been avoiding telling people what I want to do, because then I see people, specifically 2 individuals, that turn around and do the exact same thing. Like, they're desperate for content, so then they come and watch me. They don't participate, but I notice. Hardy Kiwi is fantastic, and they really hold up to -30. Well, it hasn't been -30 here. I think the most it's been at the max is like -16. It's never really, and that is like a rare thing. That was like winter, like, holy crap, super cold. It usually is like -5 at the most. I need to get rains. I already read that. Hardy kiwi, yeah. I bought 2 dingy cherry bushes Saturday. I hope they taste good. I told my husband, I said, I can't wait to try a hardy kiwi for one. I want to know what they taste like. But I also would like, if we get a bunch of them, which a lot of people that I've seen that have them, even in the UK when they have them, they get tons of them. I'm like, I would love to make like a hardy kiwi wine. I think that would be good. I think I killed my kiwi, had it in the house because I couldn't plant it yet. Oh no, that's not good. For the longest time, I didn't really know what I had. It's really hard to tell if something is male or female. And with kiwi, you have to have a male and a female. If you don't, then they don't produce. So we've had this thing for 7 years and it hasn't produced. So I don't know if I have all males. I don't know if I have all females. I don't really know. And so with that being said, I don't know if I'll ever get hardy kiwi. But I've been waiting patiently for 7 years to get something on it. And this year I kind of see it. Just tastes just like a regular kiwi. They just are best after a frost or two. Ooh, yummy. So they'd be extra sweet. Yeah, that's the same with us. I can't remember if we bought a male or a female, or if I can't remember. And so I don't know what's going on with that. I would love to talk to someone that knows, and I thought I was talking to someone that knows, but that didn't really help me. So, your best bet is probably to just buy a male and a female and see what that does. Like, oh, cool. Yeah, I would love for them to take off. That'd be awesome. I also have a wisteria that has never bloomed, ever. I planted that when I first moved in. I had 2 of them. One didn't make it, and the other one is it's climbing up the side of my barn. I have 2 barns. One's old that my grandfather built in 1940, and then the other one's brand spanking new that they built, I want to say about 14 years ago. That's not super new, but it was new to us. It's like a brand new barn that they had built on the property before they sold the place to us. So, but my grandfather's barn, I have the wisteria growing up that, and I just have greenery on it. I don't have like any blooms or anything. And I've seen wisteria so dark purple and so beautiful and just hangs there. It almost looks like grapes. It's just so beautiful, and I have yet to experience that or get anything. Okay, well that makes me feel good because I think I've had it for like 7 years. So I'm like, what the hell is going on with this wisteria? Like, I don't know. And I feed it bone meal and all that, and it's still, so I don't know. And I hate to feed it more because when you feed it something, it just grows. And wisteria is very intense. It's all over the place. So I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out eventually. Or maybe it will bloom this year. I don't know. I haven't seen anything on it. So maybe I'll just wait forever. And then somebody told me that it could possibly never bloom. And I'm like, what the hell? I've been waiting for like 7 years for this thing to bloom. That's my impatience. I really did a video on my food forest the other day, and it is a short. I think I had Uncle Al laughing at me. I don't care. But I'm just super impatient. I plant stuff. I plant it here, plant it there, and it never pops up. It never does anything. And then 7 years later, oh, there it is, or something like that. So I'm just like, I get impatient and frustrated. Like, I want to see something, So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, my wisteria specifically has been taking forever. 8 people in the house, 5 thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you all for being here today, hanging out with me and just shooting the shit. I appreciate it. I've just been busy, and I've been really careful about bending over and stuff like that because my back hurts so bad. It's my left side of my back into my hip, and I don't know what I have going on, and I don't want to go to a doctor. So I've just been, taking it easy, and I probably have to go to a chiropractor. That I will go to, and get my hip popped or something. There's just something not right, and I think it's more nerve pain, more sciatic than anything. It just hurts so freaking bad, and yeah. So I've just been really careful. So I did pull some weeds yesterday and get that, but my husband did the most of it, and I really appreciate it. Hope it blooms for you. One time driving from Florida, I think it was North Carolina, where the wisteria were everywhere and just wild up in the pine trees. Beautiful. Yes. In some areas, I don't know which areas, but some areas it's illegal to plant it because it will just take over everywhere and it's invasive. I hopefully don't want it to get like that. I think in years past and stuff, I've just cut it back, but I don't want it to get out of control. And my mom has a woman, she does her hair, and she has a wisteria where it literally has taken over the entire pine trees and fence row of her house. So you drive by, you're like, holy smokes, I've never seen a wisteria that high. It's way up in the trees. It's nuts. Crazy. Chiropractor is the shiznit. So much relief, for real. He helped me with my neck, because I do have problems with my neck as well, into my shoulder. I'm a wreck. I am a wreck. There's not a day goes by that I'm not in pain with something. If it's not this arm, it's my neck on this side, going into my back, my hip, and going into my leg, and it's so annoying. I wish I could find relief. It's annoying. And I refuse to take Advil because, you can only take so much Advil before it's okay, you can't take that stuff all the time. I don't prefer to take it. So it's before you know it, your kidneys are shutting down because you taken too much Advil or something. So I refuse to take that unless it's so bad I can't stand it anymore, and then I will pop some Advil. But I don't want to take that. And I know some people I used to work with back in the day, and I was younger. I didn't quite get it, but they were older. Oh my gosh. My test results just came in. I'm nervous. So I know back in the day, I knew a few people that were they just pop Advil like it's nobody's business. And I'm should you be taking all that? I'm sure by the time they're in their late 50s or whatever, there's just so many issues you could be having with your stomach and everything else. Yeah, I just got them in. I just got the email, so I will find out and let y'all. Yeah, it kills your liver. Yeah. Well, I think Advil goes to your kidneys and Tylenol goes to your liver. That's why you can take them both at the same time. And Advil just will eventually just wreck your kidneys. No freaking way. Yes. I was excited, but I'm nervous. I don't know if I should wait to open them when my husband's home. I don't want to have an anxiety attack if it's something bad. I'm just super nervous. Be prepared for the kiwi to take over. Yes, it has. I have 2 trellises up and it has completely taken over. I have 4 of them planted. And yeah, so ours looks like an enormous cousin it. That's funny. But yeah, I have them on trellises. They're in my food forest on the trellises. And then at the ends, I have 3 grapevines. I don't even know what kind they are anymore because I planted them when I first moved in. I love grapes. I love wine. I love the history of wine. I love wine tasting. And I was like, oh, I want to grow grapes. I didn't realize, when you go into the wine business, it takes 5 or 6 years to actually produce your own wine if you have planted your own crop of grapes and all of that. So you have to buy concentrate, and you have to get your grapes shipped in from somewhere else so you can make your own wine to support your business while your grapes are starting to grow. It's like $1 million business. You have to fork over $1 million right from the get-go to start a winery. It is insane. It is insane. And I love ice wine. It is so sweet. It's so delicious. And we have a lot of it because of Lake Erie. And what happens is it's just like the hardy kiwi. The frost comes off the lake, it freezes the grape, and then they harvest that grape, and it makes the sweetest wine. ever had in my life. It is so freaking good. At least the kiwi vine is pretty. Yes, it does look good. It doesn't look like it's just straggly or anything like that. It looks pretty healthy. So, yeah, it takes a lot of money to start a winery and get that started. It's crazy. Up towards the lake and stuff, they have a ton of wineries because that's what people do. They go to wineries on the lake and they taste all these different types of wines. And Lake Erie, surprisingly enough, is this area where there's just a bunch of grapes grown. It never used to be that way, but a lot of things have changed climate-wise. I'm a sweetie wine girl. That dry stuff makes me, yeah. I do like a dry wine, and I love sweet wine. Don't get me wrong. It's not good for you. So if I do drink wine now, I do drink red wine, because it's better for your cardiovascular, and it's better for you. Dry wine. I do not like anything that tastes like wood or oak or anything like that. That's so disgusting. I don't know how anybody could have a palate for that. It's not me. But I love sweet wines. I don't drink them very often. But yeah, I usually have a dry wine. I usually buy a box of it and I keep it in my fridge. We'll be making wine here before too long. I have a bunch of elderberries and raspberries and blackberries and blueberries and stuff that I've saved from last year even. And hopefully I'll get some more this year. And I'll be making a wine out of that. That I know what is in it. And I know that there's no herbicides or, pesticides on it or anything like that. So I will feel more comfortable with drinking that. But I don't know. When I was younger, it's pesticides and stuff like that. I never really thought about that. And then as you get older, you start realizing all the stuff that you've been eating all these years, especially in college. I mean, in college, you drink a lot. That's a thing. It's like when you're in college, you work hard in school and then you go to the bars and you have a good time, but you don't realize at that point in your life about all the pesticides and arsenic and all this stuff that they put in stuff, or they, you don't realize that. And now I'm like, now that I'm older, like, what am I drinking? What is in this? And that's the same with juice. Any kinds of juice, it's just full of sugar. So I've just been really watching everything I eat. Made wine once with my grandpa, drank it all before it was even ready. That's great. I love it. It's funny. My grandpa used to make wine. And right where the barn is that they had built, my grandfather had this plum orchard. And he would get so many plums off those trees. And he made plum wine. Well, I knew, my grandfather passed away when I was in high school. So that's like 25 years ago, or a little bit more, probably more like 30 years ago. And then my grandmother passed away. So they were selling the house. My grandmother passed away like 15 years later. So I knew where he had kept all this wine, and he had a cellar in the basement, and we still have that. It used to be like an old well house, and he would keep the wine in there. And I had 12 gallons of plum wine in those huge gallon jugs too. So I was pregnant and we were getting ready to move it back into my grandparents' house. We didn't know what to do with it all. I couldn't drink it. So we dumped it, most of it. I still have 2 gallons left, 2 glass jugs left. I want to give one to my brother, which I haven't yet. And then I have one. And I won't ever drink it, but it's something cool that my grandfather made, and I have a jug of his wine. So I was a college champion. I went in Finger Lakes, so much wine. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But you don't think about that when you get, like, when you're young, you just, like, want to get drunk and have a good time. And then you get older and you realize, oh my God, I drank all that wine, all that stuff, and it has so much crap in it. Yeah, it's kind of scary. I don't think a lot of people think about that. So, all right, guys, I've been on here for an hour. Can you believe that? I want to check my results too, so I'm like kind of nervous. I want to thank you all for coming in today, hanging out with me. Thank you for the thumbs up. 4 people still in the house. I really appreciate it. Thank you for supporting my channel. Become a member. It's 99 cents a month. When you become a member, then you can share or get all that content that I have on there. So feel free to do that. I'm hoping for great news too. It came back faster than what I thought, so that's a good sign. She did say it didn't look like cancer, so I don't know. I'm still kind of like nervous. So, yep, I'll be live tomorrow, same time. Thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye, y'all.